here, on the slopes of Mount Doom, that the Dark Lord Sauron was defeated by a last alliance of men.
Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, takes place between the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. It sets up for a ranger, Talion, where his whole family is murdered by the Black Hand of Sauron. Dead, he is now in an in-between world where he meets this elven wraith who has amnesia, go figure, and the two of them are trying to seek revenge as well as to banish this curse placed upon them. And the way they do that is by killing a lot of orcs. For a Lord of the Rings game, the lore is pretty light here, but there is a little bit of expanded universe here and there. The Wraith, for example, once you find out who he is, it is a huge spoiler for me to tell you, so I will not say. But I will mention that it is crazy that you're playing as this character. And then there's Gollum here and there, and he's just kind of like impluriferous. It's not a great story, but it is kind of a nice addition to the lore for those looking for some more Tolkien stuff that don't want to bother reading the books, or people who have read the books and want to see stuff in a game or a movie. And that's that. As for the game itself, this game can basically be called Assassin's Creed Middle-earth. I am not kidding, this game basically plays like a combination between Assassin's Creed and the Batman Arkham games. Now, you go around this huge open world environment. Eventually, there are two places that open up, but at the beginning, there's just the one big area. You can warp between between towers, just like in Assassin's Creed, essentially. You climb up these towers, you unlock them by hitting an anvil, and boom, you can fast travel all over the place. You kill guys to get experience, and there's another experience ball called Power, and the way that Power works is, so, to backtrack a little bit and to really explain the whole crux of this game, there's a system in place called the Nemesis system. Now, the Nemesis system dictates all of the AI in the game. And these orcs, these Uruk, they are the smartest and scariest things I've ever encountered in a video game. My first encounter after the tutorial, I'm wandering around, I see a pack of 5 orcs, and I stealth kill one of them, and then, you know, I get surrounded, and I'm doing okay. And then I die. And then one of the orcs is like, I am blah 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 blah, I will be rewarded for killing you. And he basically ascends the ranks. And I kept on coming across this guy, and he kept on beating me. Just in random scenarios. I'll just be in a random environment, and then he'll just show up, and then he'll kill me. And I get so angry. And the more he beats you, the more he levels up. The more orcs that you beat, the more you level up. So it's a give and take. This can make the game super, super hard. If you let your enemies kill you, you know, there is actually a consequence to dying. That is the only consequence. You don't lose progress or money or whatever. You just basically let them kill you and they level up. It's kind of annoying. The game is crazy in that, I mean, literally every single enemy can ascend. They have own names, own distinct characteristics. If you fight them and they run away, or you run away, they have scars and they remember you. They remember that encounter. It's just insane. And the number of orcs that can be on screen at the same time is just astounding. Which comes into play, the very difficult thing about this game is, let's say you're trying to assassinate a war chief to, you know, do a mission. Well, if you're surrounded by like 20 orcs, it's really hard. I mean, you are armed with a ton of stuff. You got your sword for basic melee attacks, and you can counter as well. Stealth kills are pretty awesome. You can use your dagger for that. And then you have this ghost bow that shows ghost bullets, ghost bow things, ghost arrows. And then you have some other powers like a ground pound kind of thing. And you can ride these, well, other creatures in the game. I don't want to spoil all of them, but there are creatures in the game that you can ride, like, you know, turn the tides for you in your brief snippets of war. There's other powers here and there, throwing daggers, stuff like that. Experience lets you put, once you level up, you get skill points to get new skills. The power that you get from defeating these high chiefs allows you to unlock a new tier of these skills, And then you earn this money around the environment by collecting artifacts and doing some missions that allow you to progress your health or skill slots for your blades or rune slots. When you defeat a chief, they'll leave behind a rune, and these things can increase health if you're doing an attack, or increase a combo for the sword, bow, or the dagger, and then it increases your health and your focus meter, which is your powers and stuff like that. So it is a lot of cool RPG elements. Going back to everything though, as crazy as this game is from the AI and the environment, it's a really cool environment, I should say. It's very well made, very well done. It looks gorgeous. There are glitches here and there. Maybe the models aren't the most crazy good in terms of graphics. It is cool to see every single orc and every single character have like a distinct look to them. And so, in terms of the mechanics in the game, they are amazing. Especially the combat. The combat's really good too, and it feels great to run around at such high speeds. You won't see an assassin doing this. You're not sticking to walls and stuff like that. The assassinations, they feel good, and you feel powerful. That's the most important thing about a game. It's a power trip. You want to live out these fantasies. It is so good. That said, this game isn't all as it cracked out to be because of the sheer difficulty. A simple assassination attempt can be barred down because there are just too many orcs at play. It's cool to have all the stuff, you know, working around you, but at the same time, for a video game, it gets really, really frustrating. You know, and again, there are some glitches here and there, the story's not that great. So it's not perfect, but in terms of Lord of the Rings games and the sleeper hits, it's a really, really good one, and really kicks off what is sure to be a busy season for AAA video games.
Then how do we break this curse?
We find the one who cast it on us. The Black Hand of Sauron.